You know, I'm fat, I'm ugly, my videos are way too long, I'm not in some beautiful place with like plants, exotic stuff. And you know what? They're unprofessional, but I just don't care. Let's go to work. Back again with a visual aid. Going to talk about some cool stuff today. Accessing the infinite. Okay? So this has been in previous videos of mine. This end, we've got the chakras going up. And then we got the chakras going across on the bottom. Okay? So when we're born, our main deal is getting security. And then you know what? We learn our world through sensation. We gain power in building up and acknowledging our identity. Then in the peak, the middle, where everything lines up, we find love, we get married. It doesn't work, so we develop faith to try to make it work. And then eventually we stop caring about everything, where we gain the conscious awareness just to be present, ultimately returning to where we came from, the spirit realm or the infinite realm with, I guess it's on spirit consciousness right there. So as the body grows, it expands, it matures, it decays, it dies. The spirit coming from the infinite, I guess it's on this side, coming from the infinite, as we become conditioned, goes down, meets the body in maturation period, and then having the opportunity to return to the infinite, the spirit can go up. We've got learning on this side. Remember, whatever we learn the most about takes us to the center point where we can then focus on doing, expanding our being out. Okay, that's the life model. That's the chakras, energy centers, life experience. That's the life model right there. So this points us to one interesting fact. Okay, there are two dimensions to our being as living beings. There is the spirit and there is the body. Now the spirit is the infinite. It is the spark of life that exists in all things that exist. It's in the clouds condensing and forming, water condensing into clouds and forming and moving across the sky. It's in that dull rock that sits there and is there with such concentrated force and density. Okay, so it is every animal, it is every plant, it is every person, it is everything. Okay, and we call it energy body, spirit body. It is the infinite. Like, I don't know, when did dinosaurs exist? Like millions of years ago? Like they found a shoe in a cave and the shoe was 50,000 years old? I can't even understand that. I can't even comprehend that. Okay? So it is the infinite. Space is infinite. Like it is expanding forever. Oh, science, we're going to catch up to it. No. Okay. So our body are limited. This body is limited. Okay. The other dimension of our being the body, it's limited. It is finite. It is finite. The body, finite. The spirit, infinite. Okay. Now, just as the line in the all too familiar symbol of the yin and yang suggests, there is a barrier between the finite and the infinite. Now, in this body, the barrier exists because the finite cannot be the infinite. So, there has to be a barrier. Our limited bodies cannot comprehend, handle, manage, exist without a barrier. Okay? Now, as just as you have to feed your body food, you have to feed your spirit food. You have to feed your spirit food. If you want any joy, any happiness, any fulfillment in this life, you have to be feeding your body, hopefully good things. The better things you feed your body. Now, I can speak from experience, being fat and ugly. the the more you feed your body better things, the better your body feels. The more you feed your spirit good things, the better your spirit feels. Okay, so it's all about penetrating this barrier. Now, there are certain ways to do this, and this is why I drew the picture. You can find there are certain, in the previous video I talked about doorways for growth. This is kind of a we're zooming in on that a little bit, and we're looking at it from an energy perspective. Okay, so you can go out and access the infinite to bring the infinite back into your body to feed your spirit. Okay, there are certain pathways that allow you to go cross that barrier in safe ways. Okay, and just as the yin, I messed up. Time out. I forgot the black dot. Can't leave out the black dot. All right, so just as the picture suggests, within the body, there is spirit. There is infinite within the body. There is infinite within the body. And within the infinite, there is finite. Okay, so like the picture suggests, okay? So you can access the infinite through knowledge of your own body, okay? Knowledge of your own mind, knowledge of your own body. This is counseling, 12-step programs, meditation, looking at yourself in real life, all of that type of self-knowing work, like learning about yourself work. That is accessing the spirit from within the body. Knowing about the body, okay? So, now, religious texts, biblical texts, certain activities and exercises, certain things act as barriers or act as passages that allow us to go from the body and go directly into the spirit. Okay? So it doesn't necessarily matter what you're doing so long as you are accessing the infinite in your life. So you can bring back parts of the infinite and integrate it into your being as a person. Okay, because accessing the infinite feeds the infinite within us, the spirit within us. Okay, you can access the spirit within you, and you can nurture and feed that spirit that way, or you can go out and access the infinite in the infinite realm through certain exercises, certain things. The words of religion have power. Reading religious books contains power. You can access the infinite by reading those books. It's like they're spells, and you're reading the books and you're saying the spells, and it creates an opening that you can therefore access the infinite from the finite and bring in that to feed your own spirit within. You see what I'm saying? Rituals. Certain rituals have power. Certain rituals have the power to take you into dark places. Okay? Maybe I'll think about that and we'll get a video going on that in the next video. I don't know, but I'm just saying certain rituals have the power to take you to light places. So you can access the spirit through rituals. I'm not personally into that, but I know that that exists, and I know that people can do that. Like Ouija boards, right? Everybody's saying, don't use a Ouija board. Oh, that's fake. That's fake. Don't use a Ouija board. Don't use a Ouija board. They say that can open a doorway. Maybe that opens a doorway over here, and we don't want to go over here. Maybe this is like, I don't know. But if you open a doorway going this way, sometimes astrology and occult knowledge, not, dark occult knowledge, but light occult knowledge, can open a doorway into the infinite on this side. You see what I'm saying? I don't care what you're doing so long as you're doing something. You got to be feeding. You feed your body every day, right? I feed my body too much every day, and I don't feed my spirit enough every day. So maybe I got to feed my body a little less and feed my spirit a little more every day. What are you doing every day, right? You're working that 12-step program. You're seeing your counselor. You're going to church. You're reading your Bible. You're meditating every day. You're meditating 5 minutes every day. You're doing some self-care, doing something you really want to do, going on that run, lifting those weights for yourself, because that allows us to access the spirit within us too. You make the body feel good. You make the body feel good, and then the spirit, it kind of like, it gets closer, right? See, let me show you. The body feels best right in here in this period of our lives. Okay? That's the time the body feels the best, and see, that's when it's closest to the spirit. So as we start to go down, our bodies don't feel as good. So we got to work harder to make our bodies feel good so we can keep it close to that spirit. You see what I'm saying? We can extend that out. You see what I'm saying? You can extend that out. It depends on, how you treat your body, basically. So, anyways, are you doing them things in your life? Are you feeding your spirit? Are you doing things that feed your spirit? Are you doing things that feed your body and make your body feel good so you can easily feed your spirit and access the spirit within? And, are you interested in pursuing and looking at those doorways, to extend out? To access the spirit that way, because ultimately you should be accessing them always, right? I got a spirit, I should care for it all the time. I got a body, I should care for my body all the time. As soon as I start neglecting my body, I get further away from being able to neglect my spirit to access that infinite. All right, anyways, I hope this was an informative video, very unprofessional. Not quite too long. I don't know. Probably too long for some people out there. But anyways, hope you enjoyed it.